What's up guys, this is Shannon Langwell, Chief Instructor of Nomad Krav Maga. Thank you for tuning in. We're going over the 10 most essential strikes for self-defense, for martial arts, for fighting. We're gonna talk about the number one most essential strike in this video. It's the straight punch. If you're gonna end a fight quickly, know how to throw a solid straight punch, guys. All right, straight punches, they look like this. All right guys, as you saw, I was throwing two variations of straight punches using two of our fundamental strikes, the jab and the cross. If I'm a right-handed fighter, remember, I'm in my dominant stance with my right leg back, my hands are up, my chin is down. As you saw when I was throwing the jab, that's my left hand, my jab hand. Boom! My right hand, because I'm a right-handed fighter, my right leg is in the rear, means my rear punch, my right punch, boom, that's my cross. So a very fundamental and essential combo with your straight punches is the jab cross. Nice and light. From the side. And for self-defense, you might not even throw the jab cross. You might just stick with that dominant power hand. Throw it one time, throw it two times, throw it three times, throwing that cross right down the middle to end that fight. So you might be just concentrating on that cross. All right guys, let's talk about the fundamentals of how we throw a good jab cross. It all starts with a good foundation and a good base. We've got our fight stance. Remember, your dominant leg is in the rear, okay? So if I'm right-handed, my right leg is in the back. Now, my hands come up, my chin is down. Look at my hands, they're naturally curved and they're at about eyebrow height, okay? I'm looking through the top of my eyebrows so that I'm protecting the soft portion of my face. Boom, just like this. We're gonna throw that jab cross. It starts with the lead hand. So I want you to look at my feet. It's going with a drop step. Boom, boom. One more time. Boom, boom. All right? So I'm putting body weight behind the strike so that it's not just my arm. My arm doesn't weigh that much. My body, I weigh about 170. Okay, I can put that whole 170 pounds into that strike. All right, when I throw that cross, same thing. Starts with the ground. Instead of stepping forward with that drop step, I'm gonna rotate. Watch my heel, it's gonna lift up of the ground, rotating and going through my knees, up through my hips, all the way through my shoulder, and finally rotating through my fist. So speed and rotation are very critical to hitting hard, all right? So on all of our strikes, okay? So rotate, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. All right, guys, so as you can see, we can mix up those straight punches. Remember, guys on the street that don't train, most commonly are gonna throw like wide haymaker strikes. We wanna beat him to the punch, all right? So remember, the fastest way to get between 2 points is what? That's right, a straight line. So as they're throwing wide, we're gonna beat them, right down the middle with a trained response. All right, so if I got Mike here, we could show how to train this. If you have a tombstone pad, you're gonna hold it on the chest just like this. Of course, I would not be hitting my assailant in the chest. That's not gonna be super effective. Hit him in the face. But I don't think Mike wants to hold it like this because he's gonna feel an impact on his head and then he won't be having a good day tomorrow. All right, so puts it on his chest. We hit jab cross, wop, 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 using all those fundamentals of the technique that I talked about. You start slow because especially with the closed fist, if you're not used to this, especially if you're not wrapping your hands, you're not wearing gloves, which I do recommend you do, especially at the beginner levels, you might hurt your hand, all right? So start real light, focusing on the details of the technique. Don't allow your elbows to come out. That's a common mistake, all right? People will punch, their elbows are flaring out, and then it's gonna take that power away from the strike. It's also gonna be dangerous to your outside knuckles here because if you flare your knuckles out, look, I'm hitting with these pinky side knuckles and I'm hitting with these pinky side knuckles, all right? Remember, we wanna be accurate. Primary knuckles, index finger and middle finger. These are where you wanna hit. These are the big bone structure that's aligned with your elbow and the bones inside your arm. These are stronger knuckles. That's where you wanna hit. You wanna be accurate. So jab, cross, primary knuckles. Looks like this. show you from the other side. If you'll notice, what's that sound I'm making? I'm breathing out when I strike. We don't want to hold our breath when we're fighting and defending ourselves, because first of all, we're going to gas out. If you want to test that theory, go to the track, find that 100-meter dash and hold your breath the whole time. You probably can't make it. If you can, you're pretty impressive. All right, but I want you to breathe. While you're running, you breathe. When you're striking, you gotta breathe. It's also gonna put a lot of power out into your strike. Last thing to think about in your breath control, guys, with your straight punches, we got Mike here, check it out. This is self-defense, this is fighting, all right? I wanna be aggressive. That voice and that breath is gonna translate to your opponent thinking, who am I messing with? What is this guy capable of doing? I wanna make him feel like he attacked the wrong guy until I can neutralize that threat and get out of there, all right? So check it out. The Krav Maga mentality of straight punches is like this. All right, and some alternative methods to train instead of using the tombstone pad. We can get our MMA gloves on, you can get your boxing gloves on, and you can work on focus mitts, guys. So as you can see, Mike here, he's wearing focus mitts. What did I talk about is key to straight punches so we don't break our fist and so we can have the most effective strike is accuracy. So focus mitts equal accuracy mitts, all right? So we can work our jab cross on these mitts. Looks like this. All right, one thing, guys, I want you to remember, when you are throwing these strikes, always think about recoiling your strike, also in a straight line. Okay, what I'll see a lot of people, common mistake, is they'll leave that hand out there or they'll recoil it in a circular motion, right? And then they're kind of swimming, all right? That is taking away your power, it's taking away your defense, and it's making you more vulnerable to getting hit and knocked out. So when you throw your punch out in one straight line, and watch, it's gonna come back in a straight line. And as I'm throwing the combo, remember, it's one goes out, one comes in simultaneously. Jab is out, right hand is protecting my face. I throw the cross, look, comes right back to my face as the cross is going. Now my left hand is on my face. Right? So you're always protecting yourself with the other hand when you're striking with one. All right, it's the rule of thumb. Think about that thumb being on your cheekbone. So if you don't feel your fist on your face, you are wide open and vulnerable to being hit. All right, so as we're talking about these focus mitt guys, we can hit jab, cross, bah, bah. We can vary it up. He could say jab, jab, cross, jab, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. We can just do big crosses, wow, 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 right? So mix it up, train with what you have, but do it safely. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, comment below and ask me. I'd be happy to help you. Last thing I'm gonna leave you with, guys, how we can train for more self-defense. Look, he's just got one hand up here, representing his face. I'm in my ready stance. Maybe I don't wanna be in that fight stance. I'm in my ready stance, trying to talk my way out of it. I'm using my hands to talk, guys. I'm trying to de-escalate. I'm sorry, man, I don't want any problems. Please back away from me. The moment that fight is inevitable, I can launch that cross from a position of non-aggressiveness, all right? So my hands are out, I look non-aggressive, and I can hit and launch that attack. So that's one way you can train. He just holds that hand up. I move my hands, hey, I'm sorry, please back away, and I hit. Hey man, I'm sorry, please back away, I don't wanna fight. Don't give away your intention, don't choreograph your motions, and hit hard. Remember to follow through. Guys, I appreciate you watching this video. Remember to stay tuned for all 10 of the essential strikes. And as always, guys, please click that subscribe button. Please click that notifications bell. Comment below, ask me any question you have. I love to interact with you guys and I wanna help you out. As always, continue to evolve limitless, train hard with Nomad Krav Maga.